Master Builder Show, sponsored by the First National Bank of Weatherford. I'm your host, Jim Gibson, president of Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, registered builder in the state of Texas, a graduate master builder certified by the National Association of Home Builders, and I am a current member of the U.S. Green Building Council and outgoing president of the Parker County Builders Association. My guest today is Robbie Ballard. He's president and owner of Triple R Mechanical here in Weatherford. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Robbie.
Thanks, Jim. We're a locally owned Weatherford-based company specializing in all aspects of HVAC. We do residential, commercial service, installation, retrofit, anything that we could do to help with the HVAC industry.
Yeah, this show is designed to educate and answer any questions of the listeners or on residential construction or anything dealing with building, remodeling, repairing, or maintain a home in the state of Texas. And we'll try to answer all your questions you may have on here on the Master Builder Show. Toll-free number is 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. What you need to do, if you're trying to find a builder or need to check a builder out, is go to www.texasrcc.org. That's texasrcc.org. Here you can find out if a builder or contractor is currently registered or if he or she has any complaints against him. And you can also get a list from builders from your local building association. Parker County Builders Association is one of them. You can go through the Greater Fort Worth Builders Association at 817-457-2864. That's 817-457-2864. So if you have any questions, please call us at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. The topic today we're going to be talking about is heating and cooling your home. And we'll tell you how to maintain your existing system, when you should change your air filters, types of air filters, and the reasons for doing all this to improve your indoor air quality. We'll also be discussing categories of heating and cooling systems and their benefits. Robbie, I noticed you brought in some information on the geothermal concept today.
Yeah, Jim, I brought these in. It's a newer type of system that a lot of people are going to. It uses the ground to absorb the heat from the system. Much more efficient and a lot more longevity in these systems. Really starting to see some payback in these. And so I brought this in, thought we could discuss this, and maybe some of your listeners could call in and ask us some questions on these.
All right. We'll start out with, what is a geothermal heat pump?
Well, it's a ground source heat pump. It's typical in its electronically powered device, but it uses the natural heat storage of the earth and the earth's groundwater to cool instead of the outdoor fan that you see now.
So basically, what do you have to do to put one in?
Well, it's the same deal. You can it installs in the house in primarily the same fashion that your traditional does, but the outdoor, instead of having the outdoor unit, it'll either be in some sort of ground source. You can use it in a pond. There'll be wells drilled. You can dig lateral trenches. Somehow, through the ground, it will pull the heat from the refrigerant.
So the ground temperature is what, 62 degrees?
Yes, yes. And it's a constant where the old air-cooled systems we've used for years, you've got the outdoor ambient temperature fluctuating your efficiency rating, and this is a much more constant, much more stable environment for it to operate in.
But you can heat and cool with it.
Yes, you can heat and cool with it both, with the same loop.
Well, how much? What are we talking about on cost-wise versus conventional system?
It's 2 to 3 times the cost of a traditional system in most applications, but in most applications, it's also 2 to 3 times cheaper to operate. So it's generally a positive cash flow, even if you financed it in your mortgage.
So most of your expense has been drilling the wells and
the drilling the wells and the ground loop is the bulk of your expense in these systems. Depending on where you're at and how the ground is, varies the cost greatly as well.
Okay, there's different types of systems here. I noticed you got closed loop system. I guess there's an open loop system.
Yeah, open loop, not real recommended around here with the minerals we have in the water and stuff. It would take the water from your well or from the city, and then you're paying for water there too and dumping it back into something. Some people catch that water, use it for sprinkler systems and things. But the closed loop is by far the most desirable of the systems that you can install.
How deep do you have to bore these wells normally?
Depending on where you're at, 200 feet is kind of average for our area.
Why so deep?
The temperature of the ground is much more stable in those type depths.
And how many loops do you have per ton?
Usually one loop per ton is kind of the rule of thumb.
All right. Let's see. How long do you expect one of these systems to last?
Well, the loop itself's warranted about 50 years, but the system itself, they'll run a lot longer than traditional. 20 to 25 years is a reasonable expectation for these systems.
So how much would it save you, actually, over a long-term period?
It's a tremendous savings. It really is. You're talking 20, 30% of your utility cost a year. So depending on the size of the house and the temperature you desire your house at, it can be a large number.
Well, if anybody has any questions on the geothermal heat pump type system, please call us at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. We've got a couple of Home Depot gift certificates to give away today, and our question for today, our first question is going to be, what is SEER? What does SEER mean? Excuse me. The SEER rating on heating and cooling system or cooling systems. The next topic we're going to talk about is how do you find out how efficient a particular unit is before you buy it?
Well, you can, if you're talking to your contractor, you can read in their manual on the SEER rating and some things of these nature. You can also go to ARI.org, Air Conditioning Refrigeration Institute. They have a website that you can check and make sure what the actual rating. A lot of time the advertised ratings that you see are not necessarily what they're rated at. And sometimes if you're getting a mismatched system, being that the indoor unit is a different brand than the outdoor, which is okay in a lot of applications, but you do need to check and make sure that your ARI rating is what they're making it out to be.
So that they can actually mismatch the air handler with the compressor. Correct?
Yeah, it's very common, and in some cases it's actually more efficient to do that. There are some air handlers out there that help the outdoor unit, but in some cases they hurt, and that's the reason it's really good to be educated and figure out through that ARI website which way you want to go.
So if you're using like a bigger air handler, it would be better to use a bigger air handler than a smaller one?
No, it needs to be matched based on size for sure. Everybody needs to make sure that the load calculations have been done on your house with the proper methods, and that you're putting in the proper size unit. An oversized unit is not necessarily better by any means.
Well, when you put in an oversized unit, all you're doing is creating a moisture problem. It doesn't dehumidify the air around it.
Yes, correct. If you don't get all the moisture out, you've got mold issues, you've got indoor air quality issues, as well as you're going to have to keep the house at a cooler temperature in order to be comfortable.
Well, some of the energy efficiency labeling, AFUE, the annual fuel utilization efficiency used in rating gas furnaces, and the higher the rating, the lower the fuel usage means more efficient unit, correct?
Correct.
And EER is energy efficiency ratio used in rating room air conditioners and most electrical items, correct?
Yeah, most anything that draws electrical have an EER rating, and you can use that in most all environments to check energy efficiency rating.
And we'll wait on a caller for the SEER rating, because that's our trivia question for the day for the Home Depot $50 gift certificate. You can call us at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. We've got a break coming up. This is Jim Gibson, Master Builder Show.
Did you know that some of the best home builders in the entire nation are right here in Parker County? Hello, everyone. This is Lynn Bearden, president of First National Bank of Weatherford. Our lenders believe your family deserves the best when it comes to your dream home. First National Bank is proud to support the Master Builder Show on QXFM. First National Bank of Weatherford has been building homes in Parker County since 1880. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Do you know your retirement readiness score or how much money you need to save to retire comfortably? You could pay a financial planner $1,000 or more to find out if you'll be ready for retirement. Or, right now, you can get a personalized analysis of your retirement readiness at yourcircleofwealth.com. The Circle of Wealth Retirement Calculator will give you two very important numbers. First, it calculates the savings you'll need to retire comfortably. Second, it analyzes whether your current financial plan will be successful in reaching your savings goal and delivers your personal retirement readiness score. You can get your personal retirement analysis today and be ready for a great future. As a bonus, You can download a life-changing report with 25 pages of outstanding financial strategies to help reach your retirement goals. You can go to yourcircleofwealth.com, enter the passcode Gibson, yourcircleofwealth.com, passcode Gibson, GIBSON.
Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, Weatherford, 817-341-0188. Cronin carries a large selection of masonry supplies, including decorative concrete, overlays, cinder blocks, acid concrete stains by Chemico, and outdoor fireplaces. With over 40 years' experience, if they don't have it, they will find it for you. Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, 817-341-0188. Alamo Appliance, 100 South Riverside Drive, Fort Worth, Texas, 817-531-2701. A member of Certified Master Builder Corporation, Greater Fort Worth Builders Association, Parker County Builders Association, Associate of the Year in 1994 and 1996, dedicated to excellence in wholesale kitchen appliances for over 35 years. Alamo Appliance, 817-531-2701. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, 2401 Zion Hill Road, Weatherford, Texas, 682-429-2116. We specialize in homes to suit each and every individual that expects special attention. We help design, finance, and close on every home we build. We use green building techniques in all of our homes. Contact Jim at masterbuildershow.com. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, Weatherford, 682-429-2116. Welcome back, listeners. This is Jim Gibson on the Master Builder Show. I'd like to welcome all our people out in the audience on 89.1, 88.5, and 89.5. The show today is about air conditioning and heating. We are talking today with Robbie Ballard from Triple R Mechanical. How are you today, Robbie?
I'm just good, Jim. How are you?
I'm doing super. We were talking about the labeling on the each unit itself, and we've got another label. It's called HSPF, which is Heating Seasonal Performance Factor, used in heat pumps. What's the advantage of a heat pump to say over a regular heat strip type system?
Well, a heat pump will operate at a tremendously more efficient rate. It reverses the flow of refrigerant and basically works in the same form that your air conditioner does in the summer. It's just bringing the heat inside and using the cooling outside. Much more efficient way to heat than over the traditional electric heat strips that we used for years. And with the cost of fuel going up like it is, they're really making sense in a lot of environments now.
Well, the heat pump, I know works well here, but it doesn't work as well up north, does it? I mean,
you get in the colder temperatures up north, it's not near as efficient, and you won't see very many of them when you get north of the Oklahoma area or so.
Even though we're talking about heating and cooling systems today, we want to for you to call in with any questions you might have concerning building, remodeling, repairing, or maintaining your home. We've got these two Home Depot gift certificates still to give away. A trivia question today is, what does SEER mean? SEER rating. Anyway, the toll-free number is 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. Okay, on tips for lowering your monthly energy bills, what should you do on your air conditioning system, Robbie?
Well, number one, I think, Jim, is make sure that at least once a year and really twice you should have a certified contractor come out and check your system, make sure it's working properly. That can be done for everybody. If you're building a house or replacing your system, you need to, when you place your outdoor unit, place your air conditioner where it's not in direct sunlight if you can keep from it. Always for everybody, clean and replace all your air filters. According to manufacturer's recommendations, every air filter system is different. There's all kinds of electronic filters and media filters, standard 1-inch filters that you would buy just anywhere. All those take different routine maintenance, and you need to make sure that you follow all those recommendations.
How good are the electrostatic filters?
The electrostatic filters are very good. There's several new ones out. They're calling whole house cleaners that they're electronic air cleaners with pre-filters, and they've got the lights in them for mold issues. They're a real good product, and they really filter the mold and the pollen out of your house and don't decrease your efficiency rating. So many of the older style mold filters and things that we've seen, they reduced airflow, and anytime you reduce airflow across that coil, you're reducing your efficiency.
Well, media type air filters are pretty good too.
The media filters are very good. As long as they're a pleated media filter where they've got enough square inches to get the air across, they're a very good product.
And you only have to change those once every 6 months to 9 months.
Most environments, 6 to 9 months. Those 4 or 6 inch pleated filters will last. some cases up to a year. We always recommend every 6 months just to be on the safe side.
Well, yeah, especially if you don't live on a paved road. And
yeah. Here in Parker County, where we've got some more rural areas, a lot of times 6 months is as long as we can get out of them.
Well, another thing you can do to help your energy bill is go ahead and, if you don't have, or replace your thermostat with a programmable type thermostat, and set it to different settings when you're not there.
Exactly. If you're not there at your house all the time, a programmable thermostat where you can set it back when you're not there. A lot of people set it back at night. Anything you can do to set that temperature back a degree or two translates into several % on your energy bill at the end of the month.
They help to vacuum out all around your intakes and exhaust vents.
Yeah, anything you can do to reduce foreign particles is going to help your efficiency. Anything that reduces airflow, be it on the supply or return side, will definitely reduce your efficiency.
If y'all have an attic pull-down staircase anywhere in conditioned space, you need to make sure that thing is insulated. You'd be surprised how much heat and cooling escape through the attic stairway or attic wall.
Yeah, those things need to be insulated, and they need to be sealed where that air doesn't just escape readily through there, too.
And another thing you can do is prune shrubs and bushes away from your operating equipment, like your compressor. You don't want any bushes and stuff hanging.
Yeah, and you don't want to make sure that they're not setting too close to the house or too close to any brick walls where they can get adequate ventilation around and through the system.
Well, you don't want water falling off the roof either, so you want to
away from they need to be far enough away from the eave, or they need to have a gutter on your house to keep that off that system.
Also, consider installing ceiling fans in every room. Those seem to help, don't they?
Anything you can do to move that air, you can definitely be comfortable at a higher temperature.
Yeah, I know. If I got a breeze, I'm a whole lot better.
Yeah, I'm a whole lot more comfortable with a breeze.
Try to choose Energy Star qualified equipment to ensure lower utility bills, energy savings, improved comfort, decreased noise, and lower maintenance costs. And now here are some tips for installing new heating and cooling equipment. You want to make sure they're proper size. What do they mean by proper sizing?
Well, under proper sizing, you've got to make sure that your contractor uses what we call the manual J method, and that's how we take all the windows, the direction they face, the room sizes, and run calculations and make sure that unit's the proper size for your house.
We still got those 2 gift certificates. Nobody's answered the question yet. It's what is the SEER rating? What is SEER? Anyway, we've got 2 $50 Home Depot gift certificates. You can reach us toll-free at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. What about placement of your equipment?
Placement's always important. Ideally, we'd like to see the air handler equipment in a conditioned space as opposed to an unconditioned space, but that's not always possible. But when possible, you really need to take that into consideration. The outdoor compressors, they really need to be where they're not in direct sun, and again, make sure that they can get plenty of air around them. And one thing, kind of going back to the proper sizing to talk about, Jim, is after the manual J is done, you need to make sure your duct system is installed adequate in proper size. There's manual D and several other methods out there to do that, but some of the problems that you see in a lot of houses is they don't have enough supply air duct or return air duct to let the system operate efficiently.
Well, they've got methods now where you don't have to run a return air duct in every room, but you actually put duct to duct per room and actually just have a path for the air to go back to.
Yeah, that's becoming real common with the newer style of houses. It's not really possible sometimes to get a duct in every room, so you're seeing that a lot. And as long as you can get that air returned back to that system and get enough air blowing across that coil, it will be efficient.
Well, we try to put at least 2 in most of our houses, and sometimes more, but we always make sure that we've got flow from the bedrooms especially back into the main.
Yeah, the bedrooms are real important, especially your master area that the door could very well be closed on.
We want to make sure that we have proper refrigerant in there too, don't we?
Yes, yeah. That is one of the most overlooked things in our industry is properly charging.
Okay, we've got a phone call coming in here. Hello, caller.
Hi.
Hi, it's Jim.
I wanted to know what SEER was.
Yes, ma'am.
On an HVAC system, that's a different size of unit that you can have for your home.
What does SEER stand for?
Are you looking for the definition of the acronym?
The acronym, correct.
I don't know that.
Yeah, it's SEER, and it stands for something, and that's what we're looking for. So
it has to do something with energy.
that's correct.
I can't help you there because we just built a home and put 3 units in. So.
Okay. Yeah, well, that not the correct answer, and we've got to go to a break. This is Jim Gibson,
Sorry,
Master.
thanks.
Thank you. Jim Gibson, Master Builder Show. We'll be right back.
Did you know that some of the best home builders in the entire nation are right here in Parker County? Hello, everyone. This is Lynn Bearden, president of First National Bank of Weatherford. Our lenders believe your family deserves the best when it comes to your dream home. First National Bank is proud to support the Master Builder Show on QXFM. First National Bank in Weatherford has been building homes in Parker County since 1880. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Do you know your retirement readiness score or how much money you need to save to retire comfortably? You could pay a financial planner $1,000 or more to find out if you'll be ready for retirement. Or, right now, you can get a personalized analysis of your retirement readiness at yourcircleofwealth.com. The Circle of Wealth Retirement Calculator will give you 2 very important numbers. First, it calculates the savings you'll need to retire comfortably. Second, it analyzes whether your current financial plan will be successful in reaching your savings goal and delivers your personal retirement readiness score. You can get your personal retirement analysis today and be ready for a great future. As a bonus, you can download a life-changing report with 25 pages of outstanding financial strategies to help reach your retirement goals. You can go to yourcircleofwealth.com, enter the passcode Gibson. Yourcircleofwealth.com, passcode Gibson, Gibson.
Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, Weatherford, 817-341-0188. Cronin carries a large selection of masonry supplies, including decorative concrete, overlays, cinder blocks, acid concrete stains by Chemico, and outdoor fireplaces. With over 40 years' experience, if they don't have it, they will find it for you. Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, 817-341-0188. Alamo Appliance, 100 South Riverside Drive, Fort Worth, Texas, 817-531-2701. A member of Certified Master Builder Corporation, Greater Fort Worth Builders Association, Parker County Builders Association, Associate of the Year in 1994 and 1996, dedicated to excellence in wholesale kitchen appliances for over 35 years. Alamo Appliance, 817-531-2701.
The Bank of Weatherford, local folks you know and trust. We are proud of our community and our customers. Whether you need a checking account, personal or business loan, auto loan, interim construction loan, or mortgage loan, we can help. You may visit us at 901 Santa Fe Drive in Weatherford, or you may give us a call at 817-596-9998. You may also visit us on the web at www.thebankofweatherford.com. The Bank of Weatherford, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, 2401 Zion Hill Road, Weatherford, Texas, 682-429-2116. We specialize in homes to suit each and every individual that expects special attention. We help design, finance, and close on every home we build. We use green building techniques in all of our homes. Contact Jim at masterbuildershow.com. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, Weatherford, 682-429-2116. Welcome back to the Master Builder Show, 89.1, 88.5, and 89.5. Hello, caller.
Hello. I know what SEER means.
All right.
It's Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio.
That is correct.
All right. We got a winner. Do you know where the station is?
Yes.
All right. If you'll swing by the station, you've got a $50 Home Depot gift certificate.
Thank you.
Got another caller? Hello.
I think you took it away. I think they were all trying to guess that.
They were all trying to guess that. Okay. We were talking about proper refrigerant charge and proper refrigerants. Robbie, can you expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, there's the traditional Freon we've used for years and is R22, and it is being phased out in the new refrigerant that you're seeing in most of your more efficient systems and in most of the newer systems out there now. And after January, it'll be the only system available to us, is 410A. And it's also called Puron under a couple of brand names. But with that new refrigerant, it becomes even more important that the system is charged properly. It's a blend refrigerant. And so if you have a little bit escape from a leak or wasn't properly charged, when you come back and add, you don't necessarily get the same blend that you had prior to losing the charge. So with the newer systems and the newer refrigerant and the higher efficiency ratings that we have available to us, it's becoming more and more imperative that the refrigerant charge is exact. And a lot of times that's all the way down to having to pull all the refrigerant out and weigh new refrigerant in to get that right.
What's the difference in the charge? I know there's some high pressure systems out here now. And,
yeah, the new 410A systems, they operate at basically twice the traditional pressures that we were seeing before. So it becomes even more important that we leak check these systems, and these systems are also very prone to moisture. So with the new systems, a good quality contractor can really make a difference in how these systems work for the rest of their life.
Well, if they're not properly charged, too, you also lead to premature failure, component failure. And
premature failure, you're looking at the system's not nearly as efficient as it should be. You're talking 5 to 25% less efficiency if the system's just a little bit off charge. And that's always been true, but it's even more true with the newer systems we're seeing today.
Wow. Let's talk about airflow now on your duct system. What does it cost you if you've got a lot of leaky ducts? I know you're sucking in all sorts of debris and contamination from the attic, and you should have that checked. How do you go about that?
Yeah, the correct airflow, there's two sides of this. There's the return system and the supply system. And on the return systems where you're talking about you're going to be sucking in hot air, you're bringing contaminants into your house, you're bringing contaminants into your system, which is reducing efficiency. The supply side of the system is where you're going to lose your cold air into the attic. You're losing a lot of efficiency. Everything should be duct sealed completely, and that is by code nowadays. But over time, they do come loose and this and that. It always needs to be checked yearly. You need to make sure all that stuff is tight and sealed. And this correct airflow goes back to your refrigerant charge, because if the duct system's not installed properly and you're not actually getting the proper amount of air and right temperature air across the coil, your temperature pressure charts are no good, and you can't get your Freon charge right either.
And I know we're building our houses tighter than ever now, trying to control our environment. It's better that you can control everything that comes into your house, and so you want to have a good duct system, so you don't bring anything unwanted in there. A lot of times we're using mechanical ventilation now. When do you think we ought to use it, Robbie?
I think most of the houses that we're building today that qualify under the energy code need a mechanical ventilation system. You know, we're building these homes tighter and tighter. With the use of these foams, and whether it be open cell or closed cell, if you don't get some sort of ventilation in there, the moisture and the odors, pollutants, they all build up in your house. And too little moisture or too high moisture, both content can relate to bad indoor air quality as well.
They've got just regular air exchange units, and they've got EER and HER.
Yeah, and that has to do with whether they're refrigerated and non-refrigerated and how the efficiencies of them are. Depending on how your house is built and where it's located, the temperature you're going to keep your house. So the cooler you're going to keep your house, the more imperative it is also that you go to the higher efficiency air exchange units, because as you're cooling those houses more, you're removing more and more humidity, and you're going to need to bring additional outside air into that environment.
We've got another gift certificate for Home Depot, a $50 gift certificate. You can reach us at 877-341-8950. Our next trivia question, we covered earlier, EER. So what is EER? I guess it would be our next trivia question for the next caller. It's 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. All right, continue on the mechanical ventilation there. Yeah, this is something that really needs to be addressed in these newer homes, especially when we've got builders that are building these houses like they are, Jim. You know, there's no longer do you go in these houses and you find cracks around your windows and in your doors, and most everybody's polysealing these houses and things. And so most people that are building a new house have never had any sort of mechanical ventilation. They've never seen anything like it. But it is really, really important that we consider this. When you start talking about your indoor air can be twice as polluted or 3 times as polluted as your outdoor air. Yeah. It's really important to get that outdoor in there and get some ventilation in there. Your indoor air quality improves greatly over allergens, pollutants, moisture, all other things. It really causes your mold issues in the house. Well, yeah, you want to improve it, and you have more control when you use this, like you said. Anyway, we've got another caller calling in. Hello, caller. It's Jim Gibson.
Yes, I have the answer to the question.
All right. What is it?
Energy efficiency rating is EER.
That's close, but that's not exactly it.
Close.
That's not it. Okay.
Okay,
Thanks.
thank you. Okay, we still got that $50 gift certificate for Home Depot. You can reach us at 877-341-8950. We got another caller. Whoop, caller hung up. That's 877-341-8950. Okay, we were talking about the mechanical ventilation. One of the main reasons you want to control all the air coming in your house, and rather than having leaks and stuff, and that's why it's so important to have all your ducts checked, because if you're sucking air in from the attic, that's not controlled.
No, that's not a controlled environment for sure.
But on your mechanical ventilation, it's brought through the air handler and all that, and it's all conditioned as it comes in, so you don't have to worry about it.
Well, it's also filtered. You know, you're filtered and conditioned, which really makes a difference.
Okay, we've got another caller. Hello, caller.
Is it energy effective rating?
No, not quite. But that's y'all are getting close. You're bouncing all the way around it.
We're getting real close now.
I got another caller. Hello, caller. This is Jim Gibson.
Yeah, could I take a guess at it?
You bet.
Environmental energy rating?
Nope. Y'all are bouncing all around it.
All right, thank you.
That's EER. What does EER stand for? And you can reach us at 877-341-8950 for the $50 Home Depot gift certificate. That's 877-341-8950. All right. We were talking about mechanical ventilation. What we were talking, we've got one that just exchanged air, and you've got one that actually is that heats the air and cools it.
There are systems out there that actually heat and cool it separate from your air handler. Those are a real good system, but right now you're still seeing more of the air exchangers and using the air handler for the filtering process and cooling.
Okay, looks like we got another caller coming in here. Hello, caller. It's Jim Gibson. Can I help you?
Oh, I'm going to take a guess. How about emission energy regulation?
No. No, not yet. We still got that $50 Home Depot gift certificate. 877-341-8950. 877-341-8950. All right, back to mechanical ventilation. We were talking about the EER type system. We were talking about EER.
But, we're talking about EER in general. And, that's really important that people understand that, because there's just about all products we buy have an EER rating of one kind or another.
And they're normally on the energy tag it's on the unit itself. It'll tell you EER. So
and that energy tag is something we might bring up and visit with. A lot of people don't know where to find that, Jim, nor how to read that actually.
Well, it has all sorts of acronyms on it, and it's important that they understand each one of those acronyms.
Yeah, it's available, even on a refrigerator anymore.
Hello, caller. It's Jim Gibson.
So would it be energy exchange rating?
No. Okay. Everybody's bouncing around. They're getting close, and we covered it earlier in the program, and I told y'all what it was, but evidently nobody was paying attention. But we got... Okay, it's still got the $50 Home Depot gift certificate, 877-341-8950. We got another caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Jim Gibson?
Yes, I think it's effective energy rating.
No. No, not yet. Okay, still got the $50 gift certificate, 877-341-8950. Hello, caller. Jim Gibson, can I help you?
Energy effective ratio.
That's close.
So close, but not exactly right. Okay, 877-341-8950. 877-341-8950. Hello, caller. This is Jim Gibson. Hello, caller. Hello. Hello, caller. No, I guess the caller dropped off. Anyway, that's 877-341-8950. 877-341-8950. All right, back to mechanical ventilation. We're going to the energy guide where it's located on the unit.
Yeah, every piece of equipment you buy anymore, whether it be air conditioning or a refrigerator or just about anything, is going to have a yellow tag, and across the top of it's going to say energy guide, Jim. And then there's a spot on there that's going to say...
Okay, we got another caller. Jim Gibson.
Energy efficient ratio.
Real close. But not quite right. We're getting real close. I mean, that's
That's as close as we've seen yet.
Right. Okay. Go back to the Energy Guide.
Yeah. Under Energy Guide, there's going to be a spot on the left there that's going to say whether it's a furnace or it's a refrigerator or it's a condenser. And and then to the side, it'll tell us who manufactured and the model number. And then below that's the really important part.
Hello, caller. Would you like to take a stab at it?
Yeah, energy efficiency rating.
Very, very, very close. Y'all are hitting all around it, and there's combinations that you could put together off of what everybody's saying.
We can make it go pretty quick.
We've got another caller. Here's another caller. Hello, caller.
Yes. I think it's energy effective rating.
No. Sorry. Still got that $50 Home Depot gift certificate. You can reach us 877-341-8950. Hello, caller.
Energy efficient ratio.
That's close.
That's close.
We've had that one twice now.
Had that one twice. That's not it. Anyway, that's 877-341-8950. Okay, hello, caller.
Has anyone said energy efficiency rating?
Yes, and that is not it.
Very close.
Very close, though. Very close. Everybody's hitting all the way around it, and like I said, you can put some of those words together and make it. We've got another caller coming in here. Hello, caller. Take a guess.
Emission energy ratio.
Say that again.
Emission energy ratio.
No, that's not it either. We've got, like I said, everybody's hitting all the way around it.
Yeah, we've been real close on a couple of those there.
Hello, caller. What's your guess?
Yes, is it the seasonal energy efficient ratio on the how many BTUs?
That was the SEER. We're asking for EER now.
The EER.
The EER. Yeah, the EER. We asked for the SEER earlier, and now we're asking for EER. And, okay, hello, caller.
Is it efficient energy ratio?
No. Like I said, everybody's getting so close, but not quite yet. Hello, caller.
Yeah, energy efficiency ratio.
Correct. You just won yourself a $50 Home Depot gift certificate. Can I get your name? Can I get your name, sir?
Yeah, Ramon.
Ramon. All right. Do you know where the station is?
No, I sure don't.
Hello, Ace. You want to give him an address?
It's 1612 South Main in Weatherford.
Okay.
1612.
Come on by and get it.
Yeah, we'll have it sitting here for you. All right. We've given away all our gift certificates. What we need now is some questions as far as, Robbie, what we were talking about, the energy guide there.
Looking at the energy guide right now, and anybody that's got any questions on their system, prospective system they're looking to put in, problems they've had with theirs, just give us a call and we'll try to answer those questions as well. Going back to the energy guide, the really good thing about this tag is it gives you a lot of information in one spot, and you don't have to really go look for it. But you can look at this tag, and as I said earlier, tell you who's the manufacturer and what the model number is, which is always good to know. But right below that, there's a little box, and that's probably the most important thing you could look at, because there's going to be a bar on there, and at one end is on the left is the least efficient of that model, whether it be a furnace or a condenser or a refrigerator, and the other end is the most efficient, and there'll be an arrow pointing down that shows that model's efficiency, so you can right there see where you're at in the scale of efficiency that's available to you.
Yeah, those labelings are like AFUE, which is annual fuel utilization efficiency, and then the ER, which is energy efficiency ratio. That's energy efficiency ratio, and then you'll have your SEER rating, which is seasonal energy efficiency ratio, and then HSPF, which is your heating seasonal performance factor, and all these will be on that label usually, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
And they'll always go down underneath that and tell you exactly whether it's an AFU or it's a SEER, and what it goes, whether it's for a furnace or a condenser or a room air conditioner or whatever the case may be, and it'll give you just a little bit further detail and tell you we're going down there and give you some websites to get some additional information from as well.
This is the Master Builder Show, and if y'all have any questions on heating and cooling to ask Robbie, please call us at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. And we're fixing to go to a break. This is Jim Gibson, Master Builder Show.
Did you know that some of the best home builders in the entire nation are right here in Parker County? Hello, everyone. This is Lynn Bearden, president of First National Bank of Weatherford. Our lenders believe your family deserves the best when it comes to your dream home. First National Bank is proud to support the Master Builder Show on QXFM. First National Bank in Weatherford has been building homes in Parker County since 1880. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Do you know your retirement readiness score or how much money you need to save to retire comfortably? You could pay a financial planner $1,000 or more to find out if you'll be ready for retirement. Or, right now, you can get a personalized analysis of your retirement readiness at yourcircleofwealth.com. The Circle of Wealth Retirement Calculator will give you two very important numbers. First, it calculates the savings you'll need to retire comfortably. Second, it analyzes whether your current financial plan will be successful in reaching your savings goal and delivers your personal retirement readiness score. You can get your personal retirement analysis today and be ready for a great future. As a bonus, you can download a life-changing report with 25 pages of outstanding financial strategies to help reach your retirement goals. You can go to yourcircleofwealth.com, enter the passcode Gibson. Yourcircleofwealth.com, passcode Gibson, Gibson.
Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, Weatherford, 817-341-0188. Cronin carries a large selection of masonry supplies, including decorative concrete, overlays, cinder blocks, acid concrete stains by Chemico, and outdoor fireplaces. With over 40 years' experience, if they don't have it, they will find it for you. Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, 817-341-0188. Alamo Electrical Contracting Services, 9500 Camp Bowie West, Fort Worth, Texas, 817-249-4964. Offering residential and commercial electrical services in Parker, Palo Pinto, Wise, Hood, Johnson, Erath, and Tarrant counties. That's Alamo Electrical Contracting Services, 9500 Camp Bowie West, Fort Worth, Texas, 817-249-4964. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, 2401 Zion Hill Road, Weatherford, Texas, 682-429-2116. We specialize in homes to suit each and every individual that expects special attention. We help design, finance, and close on every home we build. We use green building techniques in all of our homes. Contact Jim at masterbuildershow.com. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, Weatherford, 682-429-2116. Welcome back to the Master Builders Show. This is Jim Gibson. My guest today is Robbie Ballard with Triple R Mechanical. If y'all have any questions for us today, just please give us a call, toll-free, 877-341-8950. If you got any questions on building, remodeling, maintenance on your house, or any questions concerning construction, please give us a call, 877-341-8950. Robbie, we were talking about the labeling. What else do you have here for us?
Well, we need to talk about proper insulation of the house. A lot of times when we're talking about utility bills and air conditioning, that part gets overlooked, and that's a little bit more your specialty.
We've got another caller calling in here. Hello, caller. Ace, we got the caller on the line? One moment, please, he says. One moment, please. Insulation. Hello, caller. It's Jim Gibson. Can I help you?
Yes, sir. I have a question about the EER rating. Exactly what does that mean? Is that a number or something that tells you what it means? I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a energy efficiency ratio, and the SEER, your seasonal efficiency ratio, are both a number, and it is in relation to the amount of electric consumed per horsepower, per watt. But the higher the number, the less energy it uses. Much like your miles per gallon on your vehicle, the higher you can get that number, the less energy that system will consume.
And there are two different things. Seasonal energy efficiency ratio actually deals with the season, actually, doesn't it, Robert?
Yeah, it's more for either a cooling system or a heating system like the HSPF. EER is found on most all electrical appliances. Right. A refrigerator would have an EER rating because it is used year-round, but your outdoor air conditioner unit will have a SEER rating because it is used during one season.
Well, what's a good EER rating on an appliance or anything, refrigerator, air conditioner, vacuum?
Well, on the air conditioner, like for your SEER rating, the minimum that's manufactured nowadays is a 13 SEER. And most of what we're putting in these newer homes are 14 and 15 SEER. And then when we go into the geothermal systems we were talking about earlier, they're up in the 27 and 8 SEER range.
So the higher the SEER rating, the better the system. And the same way with the energy efficiency rating or ratio.
The energy efficiency rating will always be a little less than your actual SEER. So if you've got a 13 SEER unit, your EER would be down in the 9 or 10 range.
Okay.
Does that help you?
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're quite welcome. All right, if there's any other questions, please call us at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. Robbie, we were talking about insulation. What is your take on different types of insulation?
Well, we like and are using a lot of the foam, be it open cell and closed cell, mainly because of the fact that it eliminates so much of the air leakage and things like that. And if you use the open cell, you can certainly polyseal it and some things that you discussed that really do make a difference in tightening these homes up.
Well, yeah, and a lot of things deal with how much a customer can afford. And I was at a seminar here this past week on green building techniques, and what they were discussing is as long as we can get it airtight, do a polyseal on the house, we could use other types of insulation such as batting and the blown-in cellulose. But I'm a great admirer of the foam itself. You can use that rigid foam, and it adds rigid strength, and you can increase your racking strength up to about 200 times with a certain amount in the walls. Plus the R factor is like R7 per inch on the rigid foam. But what do you think about the other insulations?
All the insulations are good. You see a lot of the cellulose, blown-in cellulose and things, and a lot of it depends on how you insulate your attic. As far as how we do the duct, and some people are doing where we're running the ducts in conditioned space and insulating above them, and that's a lot more efficient even because your ducts aren't up there in that hot attic.
Right. We try to that's called conditioned space, and what we do, we spray the foam right on the rafters, right up against the roof decking, and seal it off, and you don't have any air vents, you don't have any ridge vents, soffit vents, and what happens is the ambient temperature of the room below actually goes through the sheetrock and cools the attic to within about 10 degrees or so of what it is downstairs. And that is the most efficient way, but it also costs a lot more.
Very expensive way to do it, and you're also cooling that additional cubic feet of the attic, so that has to be taken in consideration on your sizing as well.
Well, I didn't think that mattered as far as it was ambient temperature. You really don't conduct it out, do you?
No, you don't conduct it. It's a very small factor.
Oh, okay. But all right, on insulation, I know we use a lot of cellulose in homes, and the cellulose has borate in it, and it is fire retardant and also a natural insect repellent, which is a lot of people like that.
Very good product for a lot of applications. That's probably the most common product we see in all the houses anymore.
Well, down here, we pulled up all the information off the Department of Energy website here, and it shows our attics should be in R49 in our area, and we're in a hot, humid climate. But R49 is what they're recommending in the attics now for all new construction. I think code is R38 is the new code in Weatherford, but actual recommendations are R49 and R13 in the wall cavities. But we've got another break coming up, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. This is Jim Gibson, Master Builder Show.
Did you know that some of the best home builders in the entire nation are right here in Parker County? Hello, everyone. This is Lynn Bearden, president of First National Bank of Weatherford. Our lenders believe your family deserves the best when it comes to your dream home. First National Bank is proud to support the Master Builder Show on QXFM. First National Bank in Weatherford has been building homes in Parker County since 1880. Member, FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Do you know your retirement readiness score or how much money you need to save to retire comfortably? You could pay a financial planner $1,000 or more to find out if you'll be ready for retirement. Or, right now, you can get a personalized analysis of your retirement readiness at yourcircleofwealth.com. The Circle of Wealth Retirement Calculator will give you two very important numbers. First, it calculates the savings you'll need to retire comfortably. Second, it analyzes whether your current financial plan will be successful in reaching your savings goal and delivers your personal retirement readiness score. You can get your personal retirement analysis today and be ready for a great future. As a bonus, you can download a life-changing report with 25 pages of outstanding financial strategies to help reach your retirement goals. You can go to yourcircleofwealth.com, enter the passcode Gibson, yourcircleofwealth.com, passcode Gibson, Gibson.
Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, Weatherford, 817-341-0188. Cronin carries a large selection of masonry supplies, including decorative concrete, overlays, cinder blocks, acid concrete stains by Chemico, and outdoor fireplaces. With over 40 years' experience, if they don't have it, they will find it for you. Cronin Masonry Supplies, 2205 Fort Worth Highway, 817-341-0188. Henson Lumber, Crescent, Texas, 817-396-4321. www.hensonlumber.com. Henson Lumber, serving our community since 1973, both lumber and millwork products. A full-time estimator gives customers defined and accurate materials estimates. The millwork department has windows, doors, trims, and hardware. www.hensonlumber.com. Henson Lumber, Crescent, Texas, 817-396-4321. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, 2401 Zion Hill Road, Weatherford, Texas, 682-429-2116. We specialize in homes to suit each and every individual that expects special attention. We help design, finance, and close on every home we build. We use green building techniques in all of our homes. Contact Jim at masterbuildershow.com. Gibson Home Builders Incorporated, Weatherford, 682-429-2116. Master Builder Show. This is Jim Gibson. My guest today is Robbie Ballard. If y'all have any questions on construction, especially on heating and cooling systems, please call us at 877-341-8950. That's 877-341-8950. Robbie, we've been talking about a lot of the new stuff here. Why don't we talk about how to retrofit your house and what you can do as far as your heating and cooling system and what y'all do primarily to improve the system, and check it out.
Yeah, that's something we really need to address. There's a lot of older homes here in Parker County that people are upgrading and or just upgrading their air conditioning. But whenever you make the decision that you want to upgrade, you really need to contact your contractor. And when they come out, we don't need to just change the system for the same size. A lot of things have changed over the years. There's a lot better products out there. We can go into a house and look at maybe the windows have been upgraded over the years, or maybe they should be upgraded to some new low E stuff. You could add insulation. You need to look at your duct system. A lot of the older duct systems are an older vinyl flex that's sometimes coming apart, and they were not a real efficient duct to start with compared to what we have nowadays.
Well, your new code, too, is R8 on all your ducting, too. I think all the R6 has gone out unless you're in conditioned space. Is that correct?
Correct. Right now, through the end of this year, and here in Weatherford, it's still R6, but R8 is the new code in January. And a lot of that old duct, and when I say old, it's not 7 or 8 years old, was R4. And it's the new duct's twice as efficient as what we had. And one of the big things that really gets overlooked when we're upgrading the system in a house is running an actual load calculation and seeing if we've got the right size. And that goes back to some of the stuff we talked about earlier, that not a larger system's not necessarily better. A larger system a lot of times will cause you more grief and a higher utility bill than a smaller system will.
Right. Yeah, I noticed most of our systems we're putting in 2 and 3 ton systems into pretty large houses, just to control the humidity, and they're properly sizing it, rather than just going in and say, give me a 5-ton system.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot over the years. And in many times, we have actually went in and taken someone's bigger system out, put a smaller system in, and significantly reduced their utility bills and their comfort level increased their comfort level just huge by putting a smaller system in.
Yeah, the mold was a real big issue here a few years back when they were having the problems with not dehumidifying the house, and there are certain humidity levels that should be left in, or you should maintain. That should be between 35 and 55%. Ideal is around 40 to 50%, and really ideal is 45%. And if you can maintain those humidity levels, then you're doing very well.
Correct. And the newer systems with the variable speed air handlers and the 2 compressors or variable speed outdoor unit, they really aid in your humidity control. We here in Texas, we have such temperature swings. This morning will be cool, and like it was this morning, and this afternoon we're going to need a little air conditioning. And that's where these newer variable speed systems and the programmable stats really come into play for all of us.
The high speed comes on, cools it to whatever temperature you need it, and the low speed stays on just to maintain and runs longer, so it dehumidifies the house.
Yeah, the newer systems, we've really had to educate people as we've put them in because they do run so much more. They should run 80% of the time in low speed, which is a lot more efficient than running 60 or 50 or 60% of the time in high speed.
What's the difference in power consumption as far as wattage or whatever?
On say a 3 or a 4 ton system, it's going to be the low speed is just right at half of a new one or the high speed, and making sure our load calculations are done right on these older houses is just imperative, and that we take in account all the things that go into that.
Yeah, the main thing is to control your airflow. If you can make that house airtight, and that just goes to the old method of caulking, sealing around your windows, and make sure you've got airtight seals, you can actually bring in about 14 pints of water off a 1-inch hole in a driving rain. And people don't realize that. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of moisture comes through the.
Yeah, the condensation factor is incredible in our area, and the humidity level is quite higher here than a lot of people give it credit for, and. Just a lot of times your door seals around your door they've gone bad over the time, and we need to go in there and change those things, and we need to adjust our door latches and our hinges so that they pull tight when we shut the doors.
We've got 2 units in our house that actually are dehumidifiers, and we have to empty out the water container that they hold, and we're emptying out anywhere from 2 to 4 gallons a day off each one, and that's how much humidity is in the atmosphere.
Yeah, the average system here in our area, an average 4 or 5 ton system on a house, it'll make about 30 gallons of water a day, and that's on a relatively tight house. If we get into an environment that we've got loose doors and windows, that number could go up a bunch.
Well, it looks like we're getting pretty well out of time. Robbie, I want to thank you for being my guest today, and if y'all have any questions next time, you can reach 877-341-8950. You can also contact me at masterbuildershow.com. That's masterbuildershow.com. Until next week, I'll see you. This is masterbuilder.show.com. See you later. Bye.